Alright, hey guys. So for today, we are going to learn on logical assumptions. Okay, so basically this subtopic we are still in the same subtopic, okay? On the concentration measurements where we learn about molarity, molality, percentage by mass, and so on. Alright, this time, logical assumptions. What do I mean by logical assumptions? At times, calculations, you won't be getting all the data or all the necessary data or enough data for you to actually complete the calculation and find the value or the answer. So that is when logical assumptions come in handy. But remember, okay, let me restate or state it for the first time ever, that logical assumptions only can be done once. Okay, before I move on about logical assumptions, let me just restate it and re-emphasize that logical assumptions can be used only once in every calculation. Let's say you have used it for molarity, you can't be using it for molality even though atau walaupun dalam calculation untuk soalan tu kena guna dua-dua molarity and molality punya formula. Assumption hanya sekali. Alright, now let me explain about logical assumption. Number one, you can do three types of logical assumptions. Ingat, walaupun dalam soalan you kena guna tiga-tiga formula ni, molarity, percentage by mass and molality, you still have to only use logical assumptions once. Alright, please bear that in mind. Now, let's have a look. First and foremost, you guys know very well that molarity punya formula adalah number of moles of solid over volume of solution. Number of moles of solid in mole and volume of solution in liters exactly. Now, what is the meaning of logical assumption? Logical assumptions comes in handy bila you ada number of mole tapi you tiada volume of solution. Okay, bear in mind, you tak boleh simply take volume of solution. Kalau betul-betul tiada dalam soalan, baru you can assume volume of solution is 1 liter. Okay, so in order for you to do logical assumptions, you have to write, let's assume volume of solution equals to 1 liter. Baru dekat bawah ni boleh letak 1 liter. Alright? Now, let's have a look at the second one. The second one, mass of solution 100 gram. Okay, apa maksud dia? You can only use this formula for the calculation percentage by mass. Percentage by mass basically means mass of solute in grams over mass of solution in grams. Okay. Sekarang, you dah cari mass of solute. It can be whatever. You know very well, percentage means over 100 kan. So, automatically, you can make logical assumptions that let's assume mass of solution equals to 100 gram. Kenapa mass of solution dekat bawah? Okay, remember one more thing. Logical assumptions always selalunya dekat bawah, okay? Sini pun bawah, sini pun bawah, alright? Remember, percentage by mass 100%. Jadi, daripada total. Total dia apa? Solution. Solution over here is 100 grams. Okay, that is when you can write, let's assume mass of solution equals 100 gram. If and only if there's no other ways to find the mass of solution. Remember, logical assumptions are your last resort atau pilihan yang paling terakhir. Alright? Try your best to do according to the formula. Kalau tak boleh, baru consider logical assumptions. Alright, now let's continue. Mass of solvent. Solvent tau. Tadi tu solution. Sekarang mass of solvent. Solvent ni dalam formula mana ada? Definitely molality. Molality is what? Number of moles of solute in moles over mass of solvent in kilogram. Remember, in kilogram. Tadi tu dalam liter, sekarang in kilogram. Itu adalah formula bagi molality. Now, logical assumptions occurs when you tell, let's assume mass of solvent equals to 1 kilogram. Jangan lupa, assume ikut unit pada formula. Sini kilogram, kenapa? Sebab unit untuk formula kilogram. Sini liter, kenapa? Unit untuk formula liter. Alright, now number of moles of solute over mass of solvent. So you can safely assume mass of solvent is 1 kilogram. Alright, these are the only 3 logical assumptions that you can make based on questions. And remember, you can only use it once. Now, let's have a look at questions. Alright, let's have a look at this question. This is the first question. Okay, let's read it out. Number 1, a solution containing 121.8 gram of Zn bracket NO3 close bracket 2. Maksudnya buat ni dulu. Cari molar mass ni dulu baru darab 2. Okay? Lepas tu tambah dengan zinc punya. Alright. That is how you have to do it. I pronounce it one by one so that you guys know what I'm talking about. Or we can call it zinc nitrate, right? Has a density of 1.107 gram per milliliter. Alright, ini perlu pay attention. Kenapa? Tak semestinya semua soalan satu dia punya density. Water satu, yes. The rest, not necessarily satu. It can be more than that, it can be less than that. Which means itu adalah unit bagi molarity. Ini R, not L. Molarity. Alright? Okay, now let's analyze the question. Dia suruh cari apa? Molarity kan? Tulis dulu formula molarity seperti biasa our answering techniques. Number of moles of solute in mole over volume of solution, liters. Alright. Sekarang dia suruh cari molarity. Dia bagi mass of particular solute. Ada tak dia bagi apa-apa lain? Yes, dia bagi density. Density equals to mass per unit volume, milliliters. Alright? Mass dia apa? 1.107 grams per, remember, I have stated previously, per milliliter. Understand the concept properly. Dekat sini kan, I understand ratio adalah per 1. Tapi, itu atau ini adalah jawapan bagi density. So, you cannot be simply writing like this. You know what you should do? You should be writing it like this. 1.107 gram per milliliter equals to mass gram per volume. Milliliter. This is how you're supposed to write. Jangan saja-saja guna ratio, alright? Tadi percentage by mass itu semua boleh guna. Yang ini don't simply use ratio. Alright now, what can you do after this? Can you find the number of moles of zinc nitrate? Yes, because the solution contains zinc nitrate. That literally means zinc nitrate adalah solute dalam solution itu. Let's count the number of moles of zinc nitrate. Okay, ini adalah number of moles for zinc nitrate. Tulis dulu formula, mass, gram over molar mass, which is gram per mole. Mass dia berapa? 121.8 gram telah diberi. Bahagi dengan molar mass untuk zinc nitrate adalah 189.4 gram per mole. What will you get? 0.64 mole. Okay, ini adalah 0.64 mole. Sekarang, atas dah ada number of moles of solute. Bawah tiada. You don't have the volume of solution. Dekat sini kan, if you realize here, ini adalah density. When we talk about density, it's the whole solution. You don't have the volume, okay? You don't have, even the mass pun you tak ada. Kenapa? Ini cakap pasal solute je. Ada tak dia cakap pasal solvent plus solute? Atau dia cakap pasal solution? Tiada. So you can't be simply pushing this over and try to calculate something. No. The moment atas ada, bawah tiada, but you see ini terang-terang ada, automatically logical assumption. Assume volume of solution equals to 1 liter. Now you can do molarity. Okay, don't worry, I put capital M, tapi you must write molarity equals to 0.64 moles over 1 liter. Ini adalah your logical assumptions. Then you will get 0.64 molar. Alright? Okay. Now, I hope you guys understand. Now let's move on to the second part. For the second part, let's have a read of the question first, okay? Concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4, okay? Please know the formula, right? H2SO4 has a density of 1.84 gram per cubic centimeter. Cubic centimeter ni sama dengan milliliter, alright? Please bear in mind, density tak semestinya satu. Dengan formula density, we are talking about the whole solution, alright? Unless specifically stated, alright? Contains 80% by mass, percentage by mass of sulfuric acid. Calculate the molarity of concentrated sulfuric acid. Alright, now let's go. Dia suruh cari apa? Molarity. Dah terang-terang tulis kat situ molarity. Tulis dulu. Molarity equals to number of moles of solute over volume of solution. Bawah liter, atas mole. Alright. Now, dia bagi value apa? Percentage by mass kan? Percentage by mass. Dia bagi 80%. Apa formula percentage by mass? Dekat sini, mass of solute over mass of solution. Okay, equals kepada 80% equals to 80 per 100 kan? Equals to apa? Mass of apa solute dekat sini? Concentrated sulfuric acid. Apa mass of solution? You know sulfuric acid tambah dengan something else becomes mass of solution. Solvent dia kita tak specifically tahu. So, you have to write mass of solution. Alright. Sekarang sini kan equal. Mathematically, you can directly assume ini adalah untuk ini adalah untuk ini. That is when comes to, let's assume mass of H2SO4 equals to 80 gram and let's assume mass of solution equals to 100 gram. If you guys realize dekat first part sini, I told you kan, mass of solution, you can only 100 gram. Now, you can have a look for yourself, sini 100 gram. Alright? Now, you have the mass of solute, you have the mass of solution. Nak cari molarity, you kena ada number of moles of solute. You dah ada mass of solute. Can you find number of moles? Yes, sebab number of moles of H2SO4 equals to mass over molar mass. Mass dekat sini 80 gram. Molar mass untuk H2SO4 is basically 2 tambah S33.1 plus 16O oxygen times 4 equals to 0.8155 moles. Settle untuk atas, number of moles of solution. Now, what is the volume of solution? Volume of solution, how do you calculate it? Sini kan ada density. Now, let me do with another colored pen. Sini kan ada density. P atau density equals to mass over volume. Density kamu adalah apa? Your density over here is basically 1.84 gram per milliliter atau per cubic centimeter. Mass of solution, you dah tahu 100 kan tadi. Volume, you tak tahu. Now, what do you need to find here? Volume kan? Mass of solution, ini solution tau, when we talk about density, it's all about solution. Mass of solution, you have already found. Macam mana? Through your logical assumption, 100 gram sini. Now, you can safely do volume of solution equals to 100 bahagi 1.84. You will get 543,478 milliliter. Remember, milliliter. Formula apa? Liter. Tukar. You will get 0.0543478 liters. Alright. Sekarang, now what you're supposed to do? You're literally supposed to do, masukkan je dalam formula. Molarity equals to number of moles of solute, ada dah dekat sini, 0.8155 over volume. Okay, dekat sini kan panjang-panjang. Just try your best to take everything. Kenapa? We want our answers to be as most accurate as possible. Right? So you'll be getting 0.0543478 liters. What will be your answer? If you type it on the calculator, you'll get 15.01 molar. Alright guys? This is for the second question. I hope you guys are very clear on which part. Tengok dekat sini, over here you guys get confused tau. Density adalah untuk solution. I understand mass of solution tiada, tapi you dah buat logical assumption. So you know your mass of solution is 100, automatically ganti. 1.84 gram per milliliter is not 1.84 over 1. This is not main ratio. Ratio, yes. Masa percentage, yes, you boleh main ratio. Sini, no. That is a value. Value equals to the formula. Formula untuk density apa? Mass of solution over volume of solution. Okay. I hope you guys understand. Now, let's move on to the third and final part. When we are moving on the third and final part, let's have a read of the question first. Okay. The question states, calculate the molarity of a 3.58 molal. Okay, M kecil ni adalah molal. When we talk about molal, we are talking about molality. Dia suruh cari apa? Molarity of a 3.58 molal aqueous rubidium chloride solution. RBCl, tolong know number 1 the formula and number 2 molar mass dia. Alright? With a density of 1.12 gram per milliliter. Okay. Now, as usual, tulis dulu formula. Molarity equals to number of moles of solute, which is in mole, over volume of solution, which is in liters. Alright, that is for molarity. Now, what do we do next? We have molarity punya value kan? You guys tahu very clearly apa molarity punya formula. Jadi, tulislah molarity punya formula dulu. Molarity equals to number of moles of solute, mole, over mass of solvent in kilograms. Okay. Sini dia dah bagi value kan 3.58. Alright. Number of moles of solute and mass of solvent. Now, according to our logical assumptions, masa masuk molarity, you can assume mass of solvent 1 kilogram. The same thing I'm going to do over here. Instead of writing macam ni, I can just write equals to 3.58 molal, which is actually over 1. Lepas tu, sebab equals ni, you can assume. What do we assume? Let me just erase this first. What do we assume over here? Let's assume number of moles of solute in mole equals to 3.58 mole, and also let's assume mass of solvent in kilograms equals to 1. Okay, tengok perkataan molarity, suruh carikan, tulis formula dulu. Tengok perkataan molarity dekat sini, tulis formula molarity, substitute the value in. Now, you can safely do your logical assumption. Kenapa? Let's have a look. Next, dia bagi apa? Dia bagi density kan? Let's have a look with the density. P equals to M over V. Density equals to mass of solution over volume of solution. I've stated very clearly. Density kena tulis macam ni. Equals to mass over volume. Tak boleh duk ratio. Benda ni yang boleh ratio. Kenapa? Excuse me. Kenapa benda ni boleh ratio? Sebab ada logical assumption. Itu nombor 1. Kenapa percentage by mass boleh ratio? Sebab dia percentage, boleh ratio. Yang ini is a value, jangan duk ratio. Alright. Now, mass of solution. Do you know mass of solution? No, you don't. Okay. Sekarang bingung. Mana mass of solution nak cari? You guys know very well. Mass of solution equals to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Mass of solution equals to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Macam mana nak cari mass of solute? Sini kan ada mole. Ada dah number of mole. Macam mana nak cari mass melalui number of mole? Mass over molar mass equals to number of moles kan? Sekarang you ada 3.58 mole. Dia cakap pasal apa? RBCl. Mass you kena cari, you tak tahu. Molar mass boleh tak? Boleh, sebab solute over here we are talking about RBCl, rubidium chloride. So when it's RBCl, molar mass apa? Rubidium will be 85.5 plus chlorine 35.5. You will get a mass of 433.18 gram. This will be your mass of solute. Ada dah solute. Solvent nak cari kat mana? Tu dah buat logical assumption. Mass of solvent is 1 kg plus 1 kg. Jadi, ini adalah apa? Dalam formula density, atas mass adalah mass of solution. Therefore, you can do mass of solute 433.18 gram tambah mass of solvent. Jangan lupa solvent kita assume 1 kg kan sini. Sini kena tukar pergi gram. Kenapa? Takkanlah kilogram tambah gram. Obviously gram tambah gram. Unit kena sama. Plus 1000 gram over volume of solution equals 1.12 gram per milliliter. Alright. Now can you find volume of solution? Definitely yes. Sebab untuk density, dia punya formula represents volume of solution. What will be your volume of solution? 1279.625 milliliters. At least try to take 3 to 4 decimal places. Final answer baru shorten it to 2. Okay? Now, milliliter. Sekarang you have volume of solution. You already have number of moles of solid. Boleh tak guna untuk molarity? Definitely yes. Jangan lupa volume tu kena tukar pergi liter. Now let's calculate molarity. Okay, apa capital M ni representative untuk molarity ya. Bukan kena tulis M, kena tulis molarity. Molarity, number of mole of solute. Apa number of mole of solute? 3.58 mole. Volume of solution, tukar yang ini kepada liter. Jangan lupa. You get 1.2796 liter. What will be your answer? 2.80 molar. Alright? Jangan lupa step 1, write down what the question requires. Number 2, write down the value of what is given from the situation. Lepas tu tulis formula bagi value tersebut. Sini dah bagi molality. So, tulis je lah formula untuk molality. Kenapa I did equals macam ni 3.5801? Sebab I nak assume mass of solvent is 1 kg. Number of moles of solid is 3.58. Kenapa? According to our rules, we can only assume once. So, we assume yang paling best so that you can get maximum information. Alright, next. Lepas tu, ada mole tapi tak ada mass. Macam mana nak cari? Jangan lupa, mass over molar mass equals to number of mole. Pusing je formula dia, cari mass. Mass untuk apa? Mass untuk solute. Solute dekat sini RBCl. Lepas tu, jangan lupa, ini adalah mass untuk solution. Mass untuk solute sudah ada. Mass untuk solvent macam mana nak cari? Kan kita dah assume dah awal-awal 1 kg. Tambah je lah dekat mass of solute tu. Volume of solution, you kena cari. Macam mana? Guna formula density. Tolak belah situ, you get your answer for volume. Next, substitute everything back into your formulas. Alright guys? So guys, do you guys have any questions? Alright, if there's no questions, then this will be the part which is the most tricky ones. But don't worry, I'll be giving you guys a couple of questions as homeworks. You guys can try it out. I'll give you guys the final answers. And hopefully we can master this subtopic very well. Because this kind of subtopics, let me just show you guys, okay? Cara pemarkahan dia, let's say soalan yang tadi ni, okay. Let me use black color lah, senang. Alright. Number 1, formula, 1 mark. Number 2, another formula, 1 mark. Number 3, assumption, 1 mark. Number 4, mass over molar mass, number of mole, formula, 1 mark. Number 5, you cari mass, 1 mark. Next, density, 1 mark. Next, volume, 1 mark. Next, final answer, 1 mark. Tengok sini, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some soalan can go up to 9 and 10 marks. You have to play safe and play smart. That is very important. Okay, so don't worry. We'll be going through a lot of questions very soon. I'll be giving you guys homeworks, and I really hope we can master this chapter and subtopic. All right. Okay, guys. If there's no questions, then thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this session.